The definition of guidance and counseling. From the first, guidance. According to Charlie Hambrain, defined that guidance is helping John to see talk himself in order that he may see himself talk. It's a simple and practical but challenging accept of guidance. Meanwhile, Matsuson defined that guidance as systematic provisional process of helping the individual talk education and interpretative production to gain a better understanding of his own characteristics and potentialities and to relate himself more satisfactory to social recruitment and opportunities in according with social and moral value. While Arthur T. Jones thinks that the guidance is the help given by one person and another in making choices and adjustment and in solving problems. And it can be concluded that the guidance is a personal help to help someone to the individual so as to enable him to adjust to the physical and social environment and to solve the problem of life. Okay, next the definition of the counseling. According to Rogers, described the counseling as the process by which the structure of the self relates in the safety of the client relationship with the therapist and professional's desired experience are preserved and integrates into an alter self. And according to Helm and Benson, counseling is the one-to-one relationship between an individual troubled by problem with which he cannot cope alone and a professional works whose training and experience have qualified him to help others solution to various types of personal difficulties. And next, according for Gustav stage that counseling is a learning orientation process carried in a simple one-to-one social environment in which the counselor provisional competent in relevant psychological skill and knowledge seek to assist the client to method appropriate to the latter's need and within the context of the total personnel's program. To learn both to put such understanding into effect in relationship to markedly perceived condition. In short, helping professionals in solve specialist knowledge. So it can be concluded that counseling is an assistant effort carried out face-to-face between the counselor and the client, which contain effort added various and unique human carried out in the atmosphere of expectative and based on applicable norm, so that the client can understand himself and can gain perspective of the problem he faces. So the counseling can help someone for the problem. And okay, number second is the purpose of guidance and counseling. The purpose of guidance and counseling at the elementary school level is focused on assisting pupils to increase sub-primary group efforts at the home, at school, religion, and the peer relationship. Jadi tujuan bimbingan konseling ini di tingkat sekolah dasar difokuskan untuk membantu siswa dalam mengintegrasikan kekuatan-kekuatan kelompok primer seperti rumah, sekolah, agama, dan hubungan dengan manusia. Lalu, at the secondary school level, it is centrally focused upon different aspects of the two sports as they affect the pupil's knowledge, acceptance, and direction of himself. Secondary guidance service have as their focus the assistance given to the student to develop themselves according to their potential and opportunities in the area of education planning, career choice, interpersonal relationship, interpersonal acceptance. Thus, the purpose of guidance is to improve the ability to the individual to understand and deal with self-situation relationship of personal satisfaction and social and usefulness, which includes student, teacher, parents, and each other. Jadi, layanan bimbingan di sekolah menengah memiliki fokus pada bantuan yang diberikan kepada siswa untuk mengembangkan pendidikan, pilihan karir, hubungan interpersonal, dan penerimaan interpersonal. Dengan demikian, tujuan bimbingan untuk meningkatkan kemampuan individu dalam memahami dan menangani hubungan situasional diri untuk kepuasan pribadi yang lebih besar dan kegunaan sosial yang mencakup guru, siswa, dan orang tua. Okay, number 3 is function of guidance and counseling. The function of guidance and counseling lend and pays the stretch to the education program and make it more dynamic, specifically and function of guidance and counseling may be laid as follows from the individual point of view. Number 1 is to help the individual by his own effort as far as possible to realize his potentialities and to make him maximal contribution to the society. Number 2 is to help the individuals to meet and solve his own problems and make proper choice and adjustment. Number 3 is to help the individual to lay an permanent foundation for sound and mature adjustment. And next, to help the individual to live a well-balanced life in all aspects, physical, mental, emotional, and social, and to providing the physiological support and to problem solving and decision making, improving personal effectiveness, insight and understanding, and self-actualization, and the last is for achievement of physical mental health. Jadi, fungsi dari bimbingan sosial sendiri yang pertama itu membantu seorang individu dengan usaha sendiri sejauh mungkin untuk merealisasikan potensi yang dimiliki. Lalu intinya untuk membantu individu dalam menyelesaikan semua masalahnya untuk mereka bisa bertemu dengan penyelesaian pada masalah pada diri mereka. And number 4 is principle of guidance and counseling. In order to organize and guidance problems successfully, it is essential to understand and principles along with the meaning of guidance upon which the guidance process is based. Some principles are common. The principle confining to all as the follows. Number 1 is study of the individual and evolution, meaning this in the guidance program, unless and until correct information regarding every person in not colleagues, it is impossible to run this program. Number second, for evaluation of guidance program. The meaning of the guidance program being run in the school should be evaluated from time to time. The success of guidance programs should be explored in the form of teaching book about as the result of guidance. If such change are not seen, then the entire program would be considered ineffective. Number third, principle of the guidance and counseling is responsibility of skilled works. In the guidance program, the specific problem of the person as tired of solution. In the responsibility should be of skilled works. Otherwise, there will be a question mark on the success of this program. Number four, principle of the guidance and counseling is responsibility of teachers and principle of the headmates. The responsibility of guidance program should not be a teacher only, but this should also be shared by the principal of headmaster. Number five, advantage of guidance. The benefit of the guidance should be given not only to those who demand indirectly or who express its need. Number six is guidance by a trained person. In order to accomplish guidance process, the entire responsibility of guidance should be of a trained person so that this program can be exhausted after contacting the released person and department. Number seven is flexing program of the guidance. First, among the needs of the individual and society are must. Number eight, responsibility of teachers and principal of the headmaster. The responsibility of the guidance program should not be of the teachers only, by it should also be shared by the principal of the headmaster. Number nine, advantage of the guidance. The benefit of guidance should be given not only to those who demand indirectly or who express its need. Number 10, guidance by the trained person. In order to accomplish guidance process, the entire responsibility of guidance should be of the trained person. This program can be exhausted after contacting the related person and department. Number 11, guidance should be realized to all aspects of people's growth. The process of the guidance should be realized to all the aspects of the people purpose inside of some specific file. And the last part of the total education process. And the principle of the counseling. Number one is counseling is the process. It is necessary for the counselor and understand that counseling is the process and the slow process. Number two, counseling is for all people. Number three, counseling is based on certain fundamental assumption. And number four, counseling does not deprive the right of self-choice by simply simple facilities choice. And next, counseling is not adjectiving. Counseling is not thinking for the client, but think with the client. And counseling is not the problem solving. The counselor simply assists the person to find solution of his or her own. And next, counseling is not interview, but conversing with the client in order to help him or develop self-understanding. And the next, the counselor should determine individual different and provide for them. And the next, the counselor has to prepare the client to open the criticism, include self-criticism. And last, the counselor acts as the facilitator or catalyst only. So, next, the guidance of the counseling foundation. Guidance of the foundation have several foundations that support their practice. Those foundations include psychology, social culture, religious, science, and technology and education foundation. Here is brief overview of each foundation. Number one foundation is the physical foundation. Physical foundation are not the important foundation in guidance and counseling. Understanding this foundation help counselor understand individual behavior and provide above and effect service. Here are some important things about the physical foundation in guidance and counseling. Number one, objective. To understand individual behavior as well. Analysis the factor of the influence individual develop and behavior. And assist the counselor in choosing the right counseling approach and teach a case. Number second, a scope. General psychologic, develop psychologic, personal psychologic, and social psychologic. What the benefit of the physical develop? And number three, what the benefit of the psychologic foundation? The benefit is to increase the counselor understanding part of the client. Number two, assist counselor is building good relationship with the client. And number three, increase the effectiveness of the guidance and counseling service. And number four, assist client in the achieve their optimal potential. So, class, the example of the application of the psychological foundation is number one is to understand understanding how the learning process can help counselor improve their learning achievement. Analysis how develop factor in his client behavior and help them overcome problem relates to their development. And choose a counseling approach that suits the client personality and need. And the last is accents client in developing their social skill and improving their relationship with others. And the second, social culture foundation. Social culture foundation are not the important foundation is guidance and counseling. Understanding this foundation help counselor understand the social and cultural context of the client so they can provide more relevant and effective counseling service. Number one is objective of the social culture foundation understand the social and the cultural context of the client, include the value, norm, and the tradition they adhere to. And number second, is analysis to how social culture factor in influence the behavior and develop of the client. And number three is assist the counselor in the choosing appropriate counseling approach and the technical that are appropriate to the counselor social cultural context. And the second, what the scope of the social curtain foundation is anthropology, socially and social psychology. And what the benefit of the social cultural foundation is to increase the counselor understanding of the client and their background, assist the counselor in building good relationship with the client, increase the different include the different effectiveness of the guidance and counseling service, and the last to helping client adapt to their social and cultural environment. And the last, the example of application of the social cultural foundation is understand how cultural value influence client career choice, analysis how social norm influence counselors' behavior in establishing a relationship with other people, choose counseling approach to suit the client culture, and the last, assist client in developing their social skill and improving their relationship with others.
I will tell you about the foundations of credence and religions after explained by Karin. So the third one, religious foundation. Religious foundation include guidance and counseling, or we can namely BK, are one of the important foundation in guidance and counseling. Understand this basis help counselor to consider spiritual and religious aspect in helping clients. The first one, I'll explain you about objective. The objective one, helping counselor understand client as a whole, including spiritual and religious aspect. The secondly, analyze how religious factors influence the behaviors and development of clients. The third one, assistant counselor in choosing counseling approaches and techniques that are in accordance with the client's religious value. So the conclusion about that, we can give a solution from religious value. And then the scope or ruang lingkup. The first one, Akidah, studying religious belief and spirit. So Akidah mempelajari tentang religi, kepercayaan maupun keagamaan, kepercayaan maupun keyakinan dari klien tersebut. The secondary, moral, studying moral and religious value. Ini berarti mempelajari tentang moral dan norma-norma agama. The third one, worship, studying religious rituals and practice. So worship in Indonesian is ubudiyah. There is studying about religious ritual like praying. We can call it salat and dua after praying. And then the next one, benefit of religious foundation. One, increasing the counselor's understanding of the clients and their spiritual needs. Secondly, assistant counselor in building good relationship with clients. Thirdly, increasing the effectiveness of guidance and counseling service. And the fourth one, helping clients achieve mental peace and spirituality. And then I will tell you about some examples of the application of religious foundation in guidance and counseling. The first, helping clients to overcome problems of doubting their faith. So if clients have a problem, we can helping about the problems of doubting their faith. Secondly, analyze how religion influences the counselor's life choice. Uh, Maksudnya di sini menganalisa bagaimana agama itu menginfluence atau mempengaruhi dari pilihan hidupnya seorang yang mengkonsulkan masalah tersebut. Thirdly, choose a counseling approach that is in accordance with the client's religious value. So, kita dapat memilih bagaimana kita meng-approach untuk berdasarkan religi values atau berdasarkan agama dari yang berkonsul. So the last one, helping clients develop their spirituality. The next one, education foundation. The educational foundation is one of important foundation is guidance and counseling. Understanding this foundation helps counselor understand the goals of education and the role of counseling in helping students achieve this goal. So the meaning is helping students achieve this goal. About the future students. And then the objective. The first one, assist counselor in understanding national education goals and school goals. 2. Analyze how guidance and counseling can help students achieve educational goals or aim. And then the last one, assist counselor in choosing guidance and counseling approaches and techniques that suit educational goals. So, the next one, I will tell you about the scope of educational foundation. The philosophy of education, studying the purpose and meaning of education. What is education? How about education? Or something like that. And then secondly, educational psychology, studies how individuals can develop. How individual develop himself or herself, and then how they learn from education. And then the last one, curriculum and learning, studying the content and learning process, how the process of learning in the class. And then how the teacher teach his student or something like that. I think the benefit one, increase counselor understanding of educational goal and the role of guidance counselor. The secondly, assist counselor in building good relationship with teacher and school staff. And thirdly, increase the effectiveness of guidance and counseling services. Jadi meningkatkan keefektivitasan bimbingan dan konseling, layanan bimbingan konseling dalam bidang edukasi atau dalam bidang sekolah. The last one is student in achieving their optimal academic potential. So we can assist the student to get their optimal academic potential. We can develop that to better potential academic. And then there is some example of the application of educational foundation in guidance and counseling. The first one helps students choose study program that suit their interests and talents. I think we can develop their interests and talents. So the secondly, analyze how learning factors influence students' learning achievement. The thirdly, choose a counseling approach that suits student learning needs. The last one helps students in developing their learning skill. Okay, the last one, Sciences and Technology Foundation. The meaning of that, one of the important foundation in guidance and counseling. Understanding this foundation help counselor to objective, scope, and benefit before one. And then the objective one, understand the development of information and communication technology and how it can be used in TK. So it's beneficial for media, sebagai media dari konsultasi, bagaimana bisa digunakan di bimbingan dan konseling. And then the secondly, analyze how science and technology can help counselor provide more effective and confident counseling service. Jadi menganalisa bagaimana sains dan teknologi atau saintek itu bisa membantu konselor untuk memprovide agar bagaimana lebih efektif lagi dan lebih efisien lagi ketika layanan konseling. Seperti itu. The last one, select and use appropriate science and technology based tools and application for better service. Ini lebih ke bagaimana teknologi itu sebagai alat dan aplikasi dari layanan bimbingan dan konseling. And then scope ini merupakan ruang lingkupnya. The first one, Information and Communication Technology atau bisa disingkat ICT, studies first technologies used to process and disseminate information. Mempelajari berbagai macam teknologi yang digunakan untuk berproses atau memproses informasi. The secondly, Psychology of Technology, studies how technology influence human behavior and development. So in this present day, I think the technology can influence human attitude, behavior, or self-development, influence from social media like that. The last one, the psychometric, studies the development and use of the psychological tests and instrument. Ini mempelajari tentang bagaimana mengembangkan dan menggunakan dari tes psikologi dan bagaimana instrumen-instrumen di dalamnya. The benefit of Sciences and Technology Foundation. The first one, increasing the effectiveness and efficiency of guidance and counseling services. And then the secondly, expanding the reach of guidance and counseling services. And then the thirdly, we can improving the quality of guidance and counseling services in this present day. And then the fourth one, uh, science and technology can helping counselor keep up with current development of their clients. The implementation one, for example, we can use of online counseling application like Hello Dog or something like that to help the helping clients. And then the secondly use of online psychological test and instrument like psychological stress test or MBTI and instruments. The third one, use social media for education and promotion of guidance and counseling. We can promote the guidance and counseling at social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or communication media others. And then the last one is of e-learning platform from counselor training. So we can training as e-learning platform like Zoom, Google Meet, or we can face to face at our gadget. So the last topic, development of guidance and counseling. Development of guidance and counseling has a rich history that's back to ancient times. In the ancient world, guidance and counseling were practiced in various forms, such as the use of oracles and divination to provide advice and guidance to individuals. So the modern era of guidance and counseling began in United States in 1908 with the works of Frank Berson, who is considered the father of guidance and counseling. Person was focused on helping individuals make informed decisions about their careers and education. This led to development of the first group intelligence scale, the Army Alpha and Army Beta, which were used for screening and classification of volunteers and recruits during World War I. The next one, the mental mission movement, which emphasized the importance of narrating and using information systematically. Further contribute to the growth of guidance and counseling, the formation of the National Vocational Guidance Association (NVGA) in 1913 and the subsequent publication of the first vocational journal aided the growth of the field. In the 19th and in the 60s and 70s, guidance and counseling. In the 60s and 70s, guidance and counseling in the United States experienced significant growth due to various factors, including federal government support, legislation, and social changes. So the National Defense Education Act of 1958 paved the way for the establishment and maintenance of local guidance programs and the establishment of guidance divisions within the State Department of Education recognize the linkage between national well-being, personal needs, and education. Jadi pada tahun 60 dan 70 ini, counseling atau bimbingan dan konseling di United States, di US, mengalami perkembangan yang sangat signifikan dari berbagai faktor. Di dalamnya terdapat faktor dari support pemerintah, legislasi, dan juga bagaimana sosial itu berubah. Kemudian, development of guidance and counseling in Nigeria can be tracked back to 1959 when a group of Catholic sisters and Saint Teresa's College in Ibadan recognized the need for proper guidance and counseling in job selection and placement for their certificate leavers. This led to the formation of the Ibadan Careers Council in 1952 and other career council in other cities. So in recent years, the development of guidance and counseling has focused on improving self-determination of students with intellectual disabilities through teaching and learning activity. Jadi pada masa sekarang, perkembangan bimbingan dan konseling itu lebih mengarah kepada, lebih berfokus kepada memperbaiki dari pelajar dengan intelektual disabilitas. Bagaimana cara mengajarnya dan bagaimana pengajaran aktivitas itu. Additionally, the role of guidance and counseling in promoting self-actualization, practical education, and human resource development have been emphasized. Overall, the development of guidance and counseling has been shaped by various historical, societal, and educational factors and continues to evolve to meet the changing needs of individual and community. Dari semua topik dan pernyataan di atas, kita bisa membentuk bagaimana sejarah, variasi berbagai sejarah, bagaimana sosialnya, bagaimana faktor edukasinya, faktor pendidikannya, dan bagaimana berkelanjutan untuk menemui perubahan yang dibutuhkan dari setiap individu maupun masyarakat atau maupun kelompok. I think I have done of our presentation. So if we are make mistake, apologize us. So see you in next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.